There we go. Okay. Hi, and welcome to my daily Facebook Live. My name is Barry Selby, and this time I think I did it right. I actually did it publicly, not privately. Nobody saw it. Oh, I love it. Doing a later one than usual because I was busy today, so let me get started. Hi, my name is Barry Selby. This is my daily Facebook Live. This is number 103 of Messages from the Masculine. This one is basically part 3 of a talk I started 2 days ago. And this one is ladies are stronger than men, and here's why. And I'll get to that in a second. But before I start, let me say hi. My name is Barry Selby. I am a relationship attraction expert, best-selling author and speaker, and I help strong, successful women find balance in love, life, and business. And I'm also a passionate champion for the divine feminine. Got that out of the way. So let's get to the topic, shall we? And feel free to put comments, questions in as I talk, because this may impact you. Yesterday I spoke to, let me rewind a second. 2 days ago, I spoke to the idea about ladies stop compete. No, I said, ladies, she's not your enemy, she's your ally, meaning about women not competing. Second one, which was yesterday, was how, oh yes, I said how women are the weaker sex. Bullshit, and I talked about it yesterday. Today I want to speak about the fact that women are stronger than men, and here's why. Now you know where I got to this. And it's this simple one, because this is what somebody commented on my broadcast yesterday, so this is a response to her and to discuss further. And I'm reflecting on experience I had in January. I was attending Allison Armstrong's PAX World Tour event, which if you know anything about, you can ask me in the comments and I can share the links and everything. And this topic came up on the weekend, because it was really fresh dialogue. Just so you know, in case you started her work or don't know her work, Allison Armstrong has a bunch of different programs, and the PAX World Tour, PAX is the name of her company, is where she basically brings to the audience her most current and up-to-date thinking and understanding about men and women, masculine and feminine polarity, in a way test drives it on the audience. And it also brings up questions and musings about what's possible. And one of the questions that came up from one of the women in the audience was about how men's anger and women's anger is different. And Alison basically got caught up in this because she realized she didn't have full understanding, and she asked the men to share our feelings about what happens when we get angry. And it was a game changer for her. It was really powerful. I loved being there. It was so great to watch a master teacher still be a student, which I believe any of us who are teaching need to be, is a constant student. So in the conversation, I want to bring that up in this context in a moment. But what I'm talking about women being stronger than men is the truth of this comes into play when we talk about the emotions. Yes, I'm going to go there. We men, well, let me reframe it slightly differently. Women, you have more access to your emotions than men do. That's kind of a given. One of the things talks about in John Gray's work and other people's work is that women, you have more access to your emotional expression because that's naturally where you reside, where you tend to spend more time in the mental capacity. And the physical too, in some ways, because we're stronger physically, doesn't mean we're stronger, period. That was the thing I talked about yesterday. But what I want to speak to, though, is the fact that we men, I would say, and I'm going to out us, sorry guys, I'm going to out all of us to the women here. When it comes to emotions, we men are more fragile. Yes, fragile, which is weak, in the sense that we aren't able to access our emotions comfortably without feeling like our walls come down, our masks, our shields, because we men have to be tough. Part of the challenges that we face as men in this culture, in society, is we put on masks. In fact, there's a movie out called The Masks We Wear about boys being almost bullied to be better men by shutting down, closing in, and becoming protected, not showing any emotion, being tough. And that's the way we're raised. So when it comes to emotional expression, if that, it's like, how do I describe this? There's a difference in the way, I'm going to go really way outside and I'll come back, so trust me, bear with me. There's a different way, the way that mammals are built versus insects. This is going to sound strange, but bear with me. We mammals are soft on the outside, but strong on the inside, where the bones are, the structures are. Ants, for example, insects, have an external exoskeleton. I'm not sure it's called that, it's called something else maybe. But basically what it is that their insides aren't structural. The outside is structure, the inside is fluid, basically. It's mushy. So insects are strong on the outside because they have a strong exoskeleton, which is really their bones on the outside. And inside they don't have any structural rigidity. Whereas mammals, humans, for example, are softer on the outside, but stronger on the inside because they have a bone structure. What's that got to do with anything? Let me tell you. In terms of emotional expression, women have more emotional freedom, as it were, to express. Women, you generally are expressing out in the outside world, and what happens is that you have a very strong core that's solid, but the emotionals are on the outside of that. So in a way, it's like the storm around the core. It means that you can express it, but also means that at your core, you're stable. And I'm going to flip this for the men, so bear with me on this. We men put on a stuff outer shell. We are like, in some ways, we're like the insects. Tough outer armor, we are solid, we're masked, we control, we know what we're about. Get through that shell, crack open that shell, and inside we are emotional, what's I'm looking for? Weakness, in some ways. Weakness is the wrong word, but it's the sense that we don't know how to deal with emotions in a healthier way for most men. So when we get angry, or we get sad, or we get hurt, we don't have a way of venting that very comfortably. We don't have practice in it. Women, generally, unfortunately, you've had the practice, but in a sense, what it is you have the comfort or the freedom to know you can express it and it's okay for you, you know it's all right, because it's innate in your way of, in your physiology, in your way of being. We men don't have it as easy. And that gives us a weakness we can't necessarily control. So, in this context, what I'm speaking to is about men and women being different, particularly about ladies. You're stronger than men, especially in the area of emotional expression, because we have to work harder to learn how to have mastery in our emotional expression. This is something I've been watching and studying for the last 30 years in my own journey. Not saying I'm good at it, but I have at least a level of authenticity, connection to, and comfort in the sense that my emotions don't kill me. Because that's one of the things that a lot of men are afraid of. We're afraid that if our anger gets loose, or if our upset gets loose, we'll hurt ourselves or somebody else. We don't know what to do. We don't know what we're dealing with. But ladies, you don't have that same logic running, I believe. I mean, the ones I've met. But we men have this rule inside, for most of us, that we have to keep it together. We've got to be strong for everybody else. We can't show weakness. Again, weakness in emotions. We can't show weakness by being emotional. It's not right. We have to be tough and together. And the realization is that we men are weaker because we're showing weakness when we're getting emotional. That's where women are stronger. That's the point. A long way around to make the point and get it clear. But this is the one thing I want to get clear to you so you get this, is that men and women are not stronger and weaker than each other. We're just different from each other. And I mean, this has been talked about so many different ways, different angles, but this is one piece I want to speak about, how men are stronger in one way, women are stronger in another way. And so what I said yesterday and today particularly, explain where women are stronger. I hope you get this. This is really the core in some ways of my work, to speak this out and share this. And I want to make sure this got clear. And thank you for all the likes and stuff. It's vital that we understand each other's differences and honor them. Because the challenge is we start comparing against each other and we come up short every time. Because we're different. And honoring and recognizing the differences of who we are, and recognizing that is vital. Because by doing that, we can succeed in relationship, we can succeed in partnership, we succeed in the world. And ladies, we need you in the world succeeding, particularly when you bring your feminine to the table. And I talked about that before, and I'll probably get back to that again. But I want to speak to it tonight in this context, because it's a piece I didn't talk about yesterday. And thank you for my friend who commented, Deb, who said, what about this? And it just inspired me to talk about this tonight. So that's the message. Succinct to the point. Sorry, I didn't put 200 stuff on my phone, so I get all these notifications blocking my broadcast. Anyway, if you watch this on YouTube, you won't even know that. And if you're hearing this in an audio format, ignore what I just said. So, that being said, my work is primarily helping women find the strength, find what they're looking for, and get what they want, so they can truly be open to the magnificence of who they are in love, life, and business. If you're looking for support, please reach out to me. If you know anybody should watch this video, because it might speak to them in a very direct way, please share it with them. Any groups as well, I welcome it being shared there too. If any questions, comments below, please do enter them in. I will respond to them later. And thank you for watching. Please join me each day. I do these daily broadcasts. This again is part three of 3 that I started on Sunday, it's Tuesday, that speak to different aspects of the whole thing about women not competing with each other. That was on Sunday. Recognizing what your strength is, which was yesterday, and today where men are weaker than women. Yes, we are. Little secret outing us that way. Hope you got value from that. If you're just joining me late, please go back and watch from the beginning. And again, if you have any questions, post them below. And all of these broadcasts, this is number 103 in an ongoing series of Messages from the Masculine. You can find them all on my business page, which is my name, but in Facebook and business page, also on YouTube, and also my website on my video blog. If you have any questions, reach out to me. If you want support, please message me. If you know who should watch this, please share it with them. All right? I'll see you again tomorrow. Take care of yourselves. Bye.